Hello and welcome to I Found Light Against All Odds. Today, we will be talking to a young man that has been through many obstacles in his life, from where he was in darkness to where he is now in light. The young man has so many great qualities, but at times he was surrounded by so much darkness. And this show is titled, I Miss You.
Born in New York, my mother was both a father figure and mother figure. I did not see my father often during my life. I was surrounded by poverty. My maternal grandmother obtained full custody of me. With a new start to life, I still had many demons in my closet. I was always searching for a connection. Anger came out of me, and I took it out on any and everyone that tried to help me. Until a teacher grabbed me by my shirt and said to me, I am not like everybody in your life that has hurt you. My teacher helped me rebuild my mental strength, graduate from high school, and I received a full football scholarship to American International College. I have helped many young men and women achieve many goals academically, athletically, and personally against all odds.
How you doing, Ivan?
Doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Kind of nervous?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of nervous? Come on, man. You'll be all right. It's all right. Coach always nervous, you know? But I'm glad to have you here. I miss you. And a lot of people a lot of your peers are really looking to hear your story. And it's a great story. So tell me a little bit about, who is Ivan?
Just a normal kid that just likes to hang out at home. Got a son. Go see my mom at the nursing home once in a while.
Oh, okay. You go see your mom at the nursing home once in a while. I understand. Okay. We're going to get into that. So when I show you this picture here, okay, what comes to your mind when I show you that picture?
Growing up, wondering just wondering who she was.
Just wondering who she was. What happened to your mother?
She passed away when I was 2.
She passed away when you was 2? Yo, I can't even imagine that, brother. I can't. And just the wondering who was she? Because you was a little bit smaller than what you are now. I'm just joking. But I could just the wondering who, what could have been, right?
Yeah.
So when you say you go visit her?
Yeah, at the nursing home.
No, I'm talking about your mom.
Oh. I visited her one time.
Really?
The day before graduation.
So you went to the gravesite?
Yeah.
Can I ask you, what did you say to her?
Just talked about how I wanted her to meet my son and how she should have been there for the graduation and what it was like growing up without her.
How was it? What was it like?
Heartbreaking.
I mean, when I sit up and I listen, I hear it in your voice. You will never forget who your mother is. You will never forget the pictures that your father provides. But I tell you one thing, your mother's proud of you. She's looking down and she's proud of you, son. Because out of everything, she says, that's my child. My child did it. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you should be happy about that and talk to her every day. Do you talk to her?
No.
I would talk to her every day. Say, Mom, when you're down, Mom, I'm doing this. I got this. Never forget. Even though you only didn't know her,
Yeah.
she knows you. Right? So when I show you this one, who's that?
The lady that raised me.
So then you had somebody come into your life
Yeah.
that was your mother. That at first you was like, that's my mom.
Yeah.
When did you find out that she wasn't your mom?
I honestly don't know, but like I remember kind of when I was younger. Remember my mom's funeral, kind of, just a little memory. But
Okay. So where's your other mother at right now?
I'm in a nursing home.
She's in a nursing home. Sorry to hear that. Why is she in a nursing home though?
She got diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia.
Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Does she know who you are? Do you think she knows who you are?
I like to believe so.
You would like to believe so. How does that make you feel when you go there? That's the woman that raised you, and you have those thoughts in your mind like, listen, I don't know if she really know who I am.
Makes me cry.
Maybe she's not able, son, to say that she know who you are. But trust me, she know who you are. She may not be able to say it. And I know she loves you. She raised you with your father, right?
Yeah.
And that's all right. God is good. Trust me. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you this. Who is this dude? Who is this guy? I want to know who this dude is.
Me when I was being stupid.
He said when he was being stupid. Lord have mercy. Okay. He was being stupid. Why you say that?
I was hurt and mad.
He was hurt. Why were you hurt?
As not really having like a childhood, like staying home every day with my mom, taking care of her.
Son. So you went in the streets. What did that way? Got caught up in the streets?
Yeah, I got in trouble. I used to fight a lot.
Because all that pain, right? All that pain. Our kids have so many questions about life. Each and every day, there's an obstacle for them. And each and every day, they have questions. The life is real, people. We can't act like we know this generation of kids because we don't. Adults. This is a whole brand new breed. And we have to understand, number one, that we have to open up our minds and open up our hearts to help our youth. Don't make no excuses. I don't make no excuses for none of them. Trust me. But who's the child and who's the adult? Children do dumb things. We've all done dumb things in our life. Always. You used to do dumb things. I used to do dumb things. Many people did dumb things. Nobody in this world is perfect. But I tell you one thing, we overcome darkness at some point in time. We find that light, right?
Yeah.
My man. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back. Ivan, I know that segment was a little tough, for you and stuff like that, but you made it through it, kiddo. Let's talk about some good stuff now. I want to talk, that was good stuff too. I ain't gonna front. People, don't let me, that was excellent. Let's talk about some good stuff, some real good stuff. When I say, look at this little man, who that little man right there with the little, I don't know what that little bear is, but who is that?
My son.
Oh, what's your son's name?
Ramesses.
Ramesses? Is that from, no, that's Ramses. I'm sorry. People, I'm sorry. Listen, who was that? Was that, what was that? Because I just watch it every Easter. Oh, Lord. Look, I got to go to church, so I'm sorry. I got to go back. My bad. But anyway, Ramesses.
Yeah.
So what do you call him for short?
Remy.
Remy. Not the drink. All right? Because I know I got some people out there. So when I sit up there and I say, when we see Remy, tell me how Remy changed you. That's what I want to know. When you first thing is, when you first heard that you was going to have a kid, how did you feel?
Scared. I was only 16.
He was 16. Ooh. So you was there. I would be scared too.
Yeah.
Were you scared to tell your father?
Yeah, I had to make sure all my sisters was there, so I don't.
You had to make sure all your sisters was there to have your back, because you was getting ready to get it, dog.
Get it.
So when you told your dad, because you was doodling bricks, how your father take it?
He thought I was joking at first.
I would have too. But don't play. Right, Pop? So when your son was born, when you see him in this picture, what does that, when you see that first picture, him laying there, just came into this world. Just came into this world. When you look at the picture, what's your thought?
Changed my life.
Change your life?
Yeah.
How did it change your life?
Made me want to graduate high school.
Before you didn't want to graduate?
I wasn't going to school.
So, made you change your thought pattern.
Yeah.
Could you provide for him if you had no schooling?
No.
Because you probably didn't want to go to school. You didn't want to get up, do whatever you was doing, being bad, Ivan.
I started coming to school though.
Yeah. After he was born, right?
Yeah.
So after he was born, you came in school. But I want to know when he made you come to school, but you still struggled.
Yeah.
Right? But what kicked in? What, at one point when you seen your son, you went home, you looked at him and said, you know what? I gotta make this work. No more excuses. When do you think that happened?
It was also because my son, and that one day when he pulled me from lunch, told me that to make sure I graduate so I can hang
Go ahead.
What the heck you call it?
The diploma?
The cap and gown in my mom's nursing home.
Wow, I forgot. I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that. I said you was gonna hang that diploma, the cap and gown.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah, it's up there.
People, I be forgetting sometimes. I forget. So that motivated you.
Yeah, it's up there now.
Oh. I'm glad. That makes me happy. For you. So, I'm gonna show you another little picture, because you ain't gonna he ain't getting me crying. I almost lost it, y'all, for a minute there, because I had some thoughts there. So, what is this right here?
Just giving him a bath.
You're in the tub. And he's in his own little tub. And you just bubbly, right?
I'm small, I could fit in there.
Yeah, you ain't lying. He's not lying about that one. But anyway, let me tell you something, son. When I had my kids, and a lot of you grown people know, this is how we used to get down. We ain't put them in no little tub, and then us getting in the tub with them, we put them in the sink and use a little nozzle. Ivan, we put the little nozzle and wash you all up. But you are in the tub washing your child. You better than me. You're better than me in many ways. I can't believe, I'm like, holy crap. So that's beautiful. I'm glad about that. So I'm gonna go to this picture right here. I'm gonna go to this one. When Remy go meet Wella, when you look at that one, that the first time he's laid eyes and she's laid eyes on him. What's that? How did that make you feel?
Like happy and sad at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because she should be home and he should be able to go see her at the house instead of in a wheelchair in the nursing home.
But he knows who his grandmother is, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's beautiful. He'll always know who his grandmother is. Even though she's not there, you can bring her to him, bring him to her. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so that's a beautiful thing. I know it hurts, because you still have some of that in you that hurt, because I want my mama with me. I don't want to be driving. I don't want you in no wheelchair. I want you to say, you know what? Mom, what am I going to eat? Can I get something to eat, please? And she cuss you out, whatever. But it's all good. And I'm so proud of you. And one thing I'm going to say to you right now. As a young man, as a young father, you better than I was. As a young father, I didn't take the responsibility for my oldest. I wanted to run the streets. And I wasn't there to protect my son when he needed me the most. And I commend you for taking your child support checks, leaving school, going down there every Friday. I commend you for being a man at the age of 16 years old, to take care of your child, be responsible, sitting in a tub, loving your child. Like that's my jewel. You were better than me. And for my son, I didn't get to really know him. I didn't know him until he was 18 years old. You way better than me, son. And like I always tell you guys, I tell kids all the time, I want them to be better than me. at that point in time, in this point in time in your life, son, you're way ahead of the ball game. And you keep pushing. So what I'm gonna say real quick. Who that one?
Me graduated.
Who's giving you a diploma?
The mayor.
The mayor gave his child his diploma. I'm so proud and happy for him. The mayor handed you your diploma. You got it, right?
Yeah.
You keep it going. And I'm so proud of you, son. I love you. And I'll always be there for you.
I love you too.
All right, baby. We'll be right back. Welcome back. First of all, I want to thank Ivan for coming and doing a fantastic job and sharing his story. It's wonderful, wonderful job by Ivan. Now I have a professional one right now from the Martin Luther King Center in Springfield, Mass. How you doing, Will?
I'm good, Coach. How are you?
All right, listen, I'm good. I'm blessed to have you here representing the Martin Luther King Center. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and what does the Martin Luther King Center do up there on the top of the hill?
Okay. Well, as you said, my name is William. I work for the Martin Luther King Family Services. We're located on 106 Wilbraham Road in Springfield, Massachusetts. I am the lead case manager for our YPS program. YPS is Young Parent Support. We support and advocate for fathers, specifically young fathers between the ages of 15 to 24. But we are open to fathers older than the age of 24 and what we consider them as outreach. And we work with these fathers in the capacities of probate court, visitation, DOR. We advocate for these fathers day in and day out. We guide them to the right resources, whether there be DCF involvement, whether there be no DCF involvement. We try to guide them to the point of independency.
Right.
We set them up with jobs. We set them up with housing. Their basic needs. We know that in order for a father to provide, his basic needs must be first met. So that's what we're trying to do. And I like to consider the YPS program as a stepping stone to greater endeavors. There's no time limit as to how long our fathers stay with us. It can be with us for a month. It can be with us for a year, 2 years. But just getting their needs met through the proper resources that we're connected to throughout the community.
Oh, okay. Well, daggone, there's a lot of stuff going on up there at the Martin Luther King Center. I didn't know that they had that type of program there.
Yes.
You know, and that's beautiful. And let me tell you, people, just because you hear Martin Luther King doesn't mean it's just for black people.
Correct.
Doesn't mean that. All fathers, all teens, all everything.
All ages.
All ages.
Right.
There's
no father too young, no father too old.
That's our motto. That's what y'all put. Is
Well,
that right?
It could be our motto.
Oh,
It
okay.
could
That should
It
be
could
something on.
It
That should
could
be on the board or something like that. That's our motto.
Yes.
You know. How you say it again?
No father too young, no father too old.
Oh, okay. I can't say that again, y'all. It's all right. No father too young, no father too old. We good bread.
Yes.
That's right. So, after hearing Ivan's story, I mean, it was a heart war. Oh, he almost had me twice. Hearing that as a professional and what you do, then seeing where he was in darkness to where he went after having that son, getting up going every Friday down to the courthouse to pay his child support. What would you say if you got a kid coming in like that
first thing, and you hear his story, and he says, you know what, William, Mr. William, I go and pay my child support every Friday. I have to walk down there because I don't have no bank account. What would you say to a kid like that walking in?
Well, I have a lot of young men that come in and express these struggles as far as having to go down to DOR and pay child support. I know there's a lot of challenges out there, but we at the Martin Luther King Family Services, or myself, what I like to think about is I was in that position. I was that young father. I have a 6-year-old son of whom I have custody of. So
my man.
I was Ivan. I was 18, fresh out of high school, but I was forced to take the leading role as the custodial parent and be that provider early on. So, like I said, I can identify with Ivan's story because there are a lot of struggles, there are a lot of challenges, and if I had the YPS program right out of high school, I feel that it would have been more of a support to me because our youth need that guidance.
Yes, they do.
Where to go, who to talk to.
Amen.
You know, what motions to file at court. You know, there's no one there to say, these are the things you need to do. These are the steps you need to take. So I feel that the YPS program is a great source of resources to the community, to individuals like Ivan, to kind of support them so that way they're not doing this alone.
And that's the thing. When you get young men to take the initiative to go and seek help, that's a big step for, especially for young fathers. That's like I told Ivan, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you. You better, as a young man at 18 years old, you were doing some better things than I was doing for my oldest son. And I regret a lot of the stuff, you know, what I missed. And from here, both of you guys, young men, there's some positive young men out here, people, that are doing the right things for their child. They're not, a lot of these dudes are not sitting out here just making babies. If they do make a baby, they take the initiative to better themselves because that child didn't ask to come into this world. They help bring that child into this world, and it's up to them to take care of that child until that parent doesn't breathe no more on this earth. We never stop being a parent. And to take the initiative from day one is a blessing. So what's your number where you guys can be contacted at? Because I don't know it.
Well, we accept all walk-ins.
All walk-ins.
You can come in, 106 Wilbraham Road. My office is on the 3rd floor. You can ask for me. I'm William Burks. Also, our telephone number is 413-746-3655. My extension is 120. I can also be reached at wburks, that's BIRKS, at mlkjrfamilyservices.org. I know that's a lot to take in.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. I know I wouldn't have remembered all that. Steve would have had to go to cut. I would have had to redo it. But it's beautiful. Son, I'm so glad, William. I'm so glad to have you, and I'm so glad to hear, what the Martin Luther King Center is also doing up there. And people, feel free. Like he said, if you have any issues, fathers, you have questions, step your game up and go ask for help.
Put the pride aside.
Put the pride aside.
Yes.
With that being said, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Over the past couple of weeks, there's been a tragedy in the city of Springfield. 4 young teens were killed in a car crash, and one of those teens was my niece, Adriana Hernandez. I want to dedicate this show to my niece and those other kids and families that are going through a tough time right now. But remember, there's always light after darkness.